Hello, I'm Nicola, the creator of Attack of the Cyber Octopuses film project. And today I'm gonna show you how to build a futuristic city miniature out of junk. First of all, let me remind you that this is an indie film project, made without any big company or investors. So please, consider a little contribute on Kickstarter to keep me going on. And remember to share the campaign all around. But let's start this tutorial. The first important aspect to consider is clothing. Never create such things without wearing your favorite pajamas. Being comfortable is very important. Overall, what you need to create the city block is a lot of old bottles, vases, and whatever you can find around. Small plastic parts taken from plastic models or old toys, foam board and cardboard, some knives, tape, pliers, spray paint, some brushes and acrylic paint, hot glue and super glue, some wires, LEDs, resistors, a switch and a 9-volt battery. The first thing I created is the base. I cut 30 by 30 centimeters of cardboard and with foam board I created the sides. The bottom is hollow because I will do the LEDs wiring. And in the whole city there will be 9 or 12 of those blocks. When the base is done, I start to put in place all the pieces that I collect. As you can notice, I took already away all the labels and some of them are already painted. This is because they are coming from the previous model I made. So yeah, let's put those skyscrapers in place. When I'm happy with the overall result, I use a pencil to mark the spot where I'm gonna dig the holes. The holes are very important for later to put the LEDs all around the city. Once I'm happy with the objects that I'm using and the position of them, it's time to make them look better by cutting away some pieces or adding more details. For the details, I'm using some small plastic parts. Also, having some parts from old radio is very useful. I'm gonna cut away some little parts and glue to the buildings to have a more interesting look. Those are a bunch of pieces that I'm gonna add to the buildings. Before putting the buildings, I need to cut some holes that I marked earlier. And it's time to put the buildings in place. When I'm happy with the disposal, I start gluing the buildings. Now that the buildings are glued in place, it looks already kind of interesting. Everything is solid, standing and working. But I'm gonna add some more details on the ground. For that I will use still some small parts that I've found around. So I added some more details here and there, especially on the ground level. So now it's time for one of the most exciting part of it, the painting. After the first coat of paint, it starts to look already pretty cool. A truly miniature city. Incredible how it was made with junk and random pieces. Now it's easier to understand if it needs more details, where to add something new and how to make it better. In my case, I'm pretty happy with the result, so I'm gonna add the LEDs and do the final painting. I'm not entering in the details for this. You can find many tutorials online, but basically I've soldered some wires and resistors to a switch and to a 9-volt battery. You can also find a chipset like this searching for RC car lights. As you can notice, I put them behind the buildings. And in one hole I also add the switch. And this is how the bottom of the base looks like. Let's test the LED. Working pretty nice. Now it's time for a second coat of paint. Before that, be sure to mask the LEDs. We don't want them grey. For the final touch, I'm using some acrylic colors and brushes. I'm using a technique called dry brushing paint. Basically, it consists on putting the paint on the brush and get rid of almost all of it by stroking the brush on a piece of paper or plastic. With the very little color that remains, I'm gonna paint some details of the structures, especially the borders. And this is the final result. In a few days I'm gonna publish a new tutorial with a part 2 where I'll explain how to set the lights, the camera, the fog machine to achieve an outstanding look. For now, just remember to support and share the Kickstarter campaign to keep me going on with this amazing project. Bye!
Attack of the Cyber Octopuses. Coming soon to a terminal near you.